Good morning, guys. Well, it's morning for me. It's 10 o'clock here in Arizona. Hey, Rhonda Moon. I gotta turn off this and make sure I can see that. Cat H, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to make sure there's a moderator in here. How are you? Love Muffin. It's good to see you. Hi, Lori. Dr. Edward. Hi, Just Julie. Hope you're doing good, everybody. There's been so much death and destruction from this COVID virus. I can't even take it. I'm going to give it a little bit of time to let some people get in here. We had a couple YouTuber friends that passed away in the last week from the virus. One of my neighbors passed away from the virus 2 days ago, and it's getting to be a little much. Hi, everybody. Pearly, good morning from Phoenix. I am also in Phoenix. Good morning. You're my neighbor. Jill, you have COVID now? Oh my God. I can't even do it. Like, are you okay? That's terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sending prayers. Just reading through everyone's comments will give some people some more time to get in here. I'll start showing some comments here. Your son's father died in April from COVID. Yeah, it's getting to be too much, guys. I can't take it. We never know what the monsters really look like, right? Sometimes they're just invisible. Body aches for 2 days, Jill. I'm sorry. Getting better. I'm glad to hear that. It's super scary. Hello from Ireland. I love to see where everybody's from. I don't know. I have 72 in here. That's pretty good for me. I never go live, and it's kind of a weird time. But how many people in here saw the video I put up last night about this weirdo? This glitchy boots or glitchy matrix or glitchy whatever the heck his name is. A couple of you have seen it. I'm looking through my notes. I can't even remember this weirdo's name. We're going to go over some stuff. Yeah, really twisted. I'm not the first one to talk about it. Obviously, Critical Thinking Crime put up videos about this guy, and so did Enchanted Life Path, I think. Some of us, I know, haven't seen it, so we'll go over some stuff. The video I put up is only like 1 minute and 40 seconds or something, but it might help catch people up to speed on what we're going to talk about today, because I'm a little freaked out. I mean, the fact that this guy is making movies that say starring Summer Wells and Michael Vaughn and what? Give it just a yes. Joel Brown. Yes. What is wrong with that guy? And by the way, that's one of his aliases. He has many. And if Joel Brown happens to see this or is in the chat by some happenstance, please come up on panel. I would also like to make a call out to anyone that knows somebody who can decipher Morse code. If you guys know anyone who can decipher Morse code, translate it, please email me at afterliferesearch1111@gmail.com. Hi, guys. I'm going to give it 2 more seconds here and then. we will take a look at some stuff. So I am a little technology challenged. I was trying to put the link to join the channel in the chat, and it wasn't working. I'm so technology challenged, like I said. So if any of the mods are in here and can figure that out. Good morning, Chris Lane. How are you? That's my boyfriend, by the way, guys. Avery's mom, hi. Good to see you. Good to see everyone here. So I'll get into it. If you're watching the restream, hello. Please leave a comment. First, I'll show you some things I put on my community post. I don't know if everyone knows how to get to the community post. If you go to someone's page, YouTube page, across the top, it has different tabs like merchandise and community tab. There's an about page that gives my email address and that kind of stuff. Be sure you guys are kind of checking that community page, because I do put a lot of things on there for you guys. So I'm going to share this screen, make sure you guys can see it. Okay. Hopefully, is that big enough for you guys to see? Murad's Haunted Journeys. He's one of our YouTube friends that passed away this last week, just a few days ago, from COVID. Not that I really watched his channel, but he was on some other channels that I watch. Purgatory Paranormal, Cynthia, he was up on her panel a couple times, and we just need to send prayers to his family, everyone's family who have lost somebody from COVID. It's ridiculous. Okay, so if you guys can see that, okay. Anyway, we're sending prayers to Murad's family. I will try to reach out to Murad in a spirit box session. He did believe in afterlife communication, and so we're going to try to do that. So this is yesterday, and I'm sorry if you guys have seen some of this already. We're just going to go through and talk about it for the ones who haven't. I found this on Critical Thinking Crimes site. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling great today, guys. Hide in Plain Sight, Go Seek. Summer Wells and Michael Vaughn. This says episode aired August 24th, 2021. And I believe it did, but I think it aired in Canada and not here. I can't find it here. In fact, it looks like it was released under a different name in Canada. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah. So it was just super weird. I don't know. So bear with me, guys. I guess I have to go back every time. Okay. So let's go down. Guess that's going to happen every time. Sorry about that. I don't know. So hide in plain sight. So his next post, this guy has Summer Wells is an actress, right? Known for Feet Fables in 2021. What? Like legit, what? That is just super weird to me, right? Summer Wells. Look, Servant. What? It's just another advertisement, but still. Missing Kids 2021. I don't know what to think about this, you guys. Let me go to the next one. Yeah. Okay, Summer Wells is an actress. Okay, here's where he talks a little bit about the plot for Feet Fables. Remember that name, you guys? Feet Fables. What? So this guy apparently has some super sneakers that give him superpowers, right? He literally, in some of these videos, tap dances in code. Now, I did get some messages saying, oh, I think he's giving Morse code tips to the police about where these missing children are. Like, I don't know. I don't think so. It says he got recruited to work with law enforcement to help him solve children's crime cases. So this is partial fiction, guys. I mean, these are stories, right, that he's making up. So he said there's a missing kid and he has to choose that he has to choose to save his death. And he learns that his ex-mother of his estranged son, Ivo Kotenko, had a 12-year-old son that she kidnapped from his care when the boy was 5 years old and must choose to save himself or the missing kids. Sounds like someone else we know, in my opinion. Choosing to save themselves instead of the missing kids. Just saying. And I wish I could just keep scrolling up. What's the problem? I don't know. Yeah. So this is Feet Fables. Like I said, remember that name, you guys. A special agent goes unseen, communicates through the medium of tap dance in Morse code, right? Come down here are the actors, the cast of this movie. Missing Kid 1, Summer Wells. Missing Kid 2, Michael Vaughn. And there's more. And I didn't look up anymore. I'm so limited on time. But I will. I'm sorry if I'm not watching chat right now, but I will be back in just a second. So the cast, yes, Michael Vaughn and Summer Wells. What? Look at this, Feet Fables. So this is Joel that you guys were talking about. Somebody mentioned him already in chat. What is this guy's name if you look at this like this? Joel what? What does that look like to you guys? Super weird, right? Joel Brown, starring Joel Brown and Jesus Christ, right? Inspired by Ivo Kotenko and special guest missing kids. Wow. I know that critical thinking crime was so alarmed by what she saw on this Joel Peter Brown's Facebook and other things that she called law enforcement. And apparently they actually went to her house and got some unedited video of the things that she found. And this guy's being looked into, just so you know. Again, if we can find this guy, if he wants to come up on the panel, we might have some questions for him. I definitely have some questions for him. So did you know this is under the Feet Fables, right? Quotes, aged missing kid. My feet are shoed with the gospel of peace. Aged missing kid. Do you think this guy was once a missing kid? I don't know. We're going to have to take a closer look at him. And we will. Yeah. Special guest in all his movies, missing kids. This guy has a YouTube channel. It's called Glitchy Dancer. And I did put the link in my community tab, although I'm not sure if I want to give him clicks and views. But literally, when you subscribe to his channel and try to turn on the notification bell, it says this action cannot be completed because these videos are made for children. What? So before I play this, I'm going to come back to chat real quick and see what you guys are saying. I do want to open up the panel at the end of all of this, and we can chat about stuff. Whoever wants to come up. Wendy says, look into Andrew Hiltz when you have a moment. Yeah, we can talk about Mr. Andy. I did notice he had a little panda bear for his profile picture, and now it's apparently a thumbnail from the Church of Satan. This is H's dad, Hunter's dad, Andrew Hiltz. Yes, he has a YouTube channel now, and he's been going live. Hi, everybody. It's good to see you. Got about 131 people in here. Like I said, that's pretty good for me. I never go live, and it's kind of a weird time, so I appreciate you guys being here. First time making one of my lives. Yeah, I haven't done very many, just a handful. Which reminds me, by the way, one of the lives I did was a spirit box session with Kresha Easton. She is Larry and Kay Woodcock's daughter. Charles was her uncle, Charles Vallow, and JJ was her nephew. And her brother had JJ and ended up giving JJ to Charles for adoption. And I did a live stream with Kresha, a spirit box session that was unbelievable, you guys. Kresha has her own channel now, by the way. And I will put it in the description when we're done because I can't remember it at this very moment. Kresha, I'm so sorry, but I'll look it up for you guys. Okay, so do you guys want me to play this video? Have you seen it already? This is on this, I keep wanting to call him Glitchy Boots, whatever the hell his name is. I can't even say it. Can you put a 1 in the chat if it's okay if I play this real quick? We'll stop it and talk about it because there's some things here we need to read through. But if you're okay with it, just put a 1 in chat and we'll go ahead and play this. By the way, did you guys hear that Ziggy got one of Candace and Dawn's puppies? She believes it may be one of Lucky's puppies that some are called Yucky. We're not for sure, but we think it might be. And God bless her for saving one of the Wells animals. Get it off that property, right? It's my opinion. All right, we got some ones going on. I'm going to play this weirdo. Guys, I just can't do it. Okay. All right, guys, let me make sure I mute myself so you guys can hear it. Let me know if you can't hear it, all right? Here we go.
Communicate by tap dance, the glitchy inner dimension that coexists with our world, as a provided way of escape to empower me to endure the mental disturbances that I suffered in silence at home. One day I discovered that I could communicate by tap dance, through the use of Morse code. Because of that, I ended up getting recruited to work with the law enforcement to relay tips that would help them solve arduous child crime cases. Until now, one case puts between a rock and a hard place, where I must choose between aborting my mission to save myself or stay to save the missing kids.
Okay, so some of these things, he flashes really fast on the screen and it's not enough time to read them. So I'm going to stop it and we're going to talk about this. Here's your tip on a missing kid sighting. Summer Wells. She's a 5-year-old white female, 3 foot tall, 40 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes, who was last seen wearing gray pants and a pink shirt and was possibly barefoot. Yet, she will be located at a gas station on Route 66 around noon. Around noon when? Around noon when, dude? What are you talking about? She will be a bit shaken up but fine and will be accompanied by a relative who is schizophrenic. Approach with caution. So maybe we need to look in and see if we know of any relatives of Dawn and Candace's that have schizophrenia. Maybe is this guy a psychic, like, or involved in some way? I'm just saying. Let's keep going. Michael Vaughn. Michael Vaughn. Wow, I don't even know what to say, guys. I'm like speechless. Do we have mods in here that can just help me watch these bots, or do I need to mod up some people? I can do that if I need to. I would really like Ziggy to come up and talk to me on the panel about this, but I know she's out with her daughter doing stuff today. Let's finish watching this. Hang on one second. By the way, guys, this guy sells tennis shoes with missing people's children all over them. Just freaking weird. Stop it again. Here's your tip on a missing kid sighting. 5-year-old blonde-haired, blue-eyed, 3 feet 7 inches, 50 pounds, Caucasian boy named Michael Vaughn. Last seen outside his home wearing a blue Minecraft t-shirt, black and dark blue boxer briefs with a lime green trim, and blue flip-flops in Fruitland, Idaho. Will be found in your world at or in a Ford truck that's driving him across town later tonight. He seems to be fine and accompanied by a farmer who is an Amish mob boss. Approach with caution. Okay, later tonight. Obviously, that didn't happen because Michael Vaughn hasn't been found. Like I said, this guy is part fiction, part, I don't know. Oh, hang on. I believe this is Morse code, you guys. So again, I did see some people in chat saying that they were going to check into it or find somebody that can translate Morse code. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. This kid I haven't heard of. Here's your tip on a missing kid sighting. A 5'8" and 12-year-old Caucasian boy with brown hair, hazel eyes, and weighing 125 pounds named Ryan Larson. Last seen outside of his apartment on May 17th, 2021, wearing a black jacket and blue jeans, an Old Navy shirt, and was carrying a polka dot umbrella in La Vista, Nebraska. Who will be found in your world in a swamp later tonight? Not dead, but in an underwater cavern. He seems to be fine. I don't know about this boy, you guys. I don't know if he's been found or not. So I'll have to look into that and do some research. But it says he seems to be fine and accompanied by a caveman and a troll who can shapeshift into a swamp monster. Approach with caution. This guy is putting out videos, for those of you who are just joining, addressing Summer Wells and Michael Vaughn as actors in his movies. He has actually put out a movie that was apparently put out in Canada. So I can't watch it. I don't know what's on it, but I don't know about this guy. That's what we're trying to find out. We're going to keep watching. So here he's talking about another missing kid sighting. 14-year-old light brown hair, blue-eyed, 4'11", 110 pounds, Caucasian girl named Samantha Johns, who was last seen outside. Okay, missing girl who was last seen outside of his home. I don't know. In Lansing, Michigan, who will be found in your world at a school lunchroom tonight. Seems to be fine, accompanied by a janitor who is fickle. Approach with caution. So like I said, I don't know about this guy yet. That's what we're trying to figure out, right? So I appreciate you guys watching and helping me figure this out. This guy is ridiculous. Okay. Again, for those of you who are just getting in here, this guy is apparently tapping out in Morse code, tapping out messages. What? Hi, everybody. Yes. Shut it down. Yes. I think I said critical thinking crime. Actually called law enforcement. She's in the UK. Law enforcement did come out and take some of her unedited video and some of the things that she found on this guy. I mean, you have no idea. We haven't even touched the surface of this. So I appreciate you guys being here. All right, hang on one second. Jonathan Blevins, why does that name sound familiar? 5-year-old, 4 foot 40 inches, 40 pounds, black boy named Jonathan Blevins. That really sounds familiar to me. Who was last seen outside of his home in Brockton, is that Maryland, Maine? Will be found in your world at a thrift store tonight. Obviously, I mean, these kids aren't being found, right? Are they still missing? I didn't really look up the rest of the kids that are on here. But this kid was apparently accompanied by a ventriloquist who was a store clerk. Really? Guys, just wait. Just don't go anywhere. Hang on. Let's keep going. So the part that creeps me out is coming up because he starts to taunt the FBI in a way. Oh, we're going to go through some more stuff about this free stock videos. Maybe they are, but Yeah, there's way more to this guy. Yeah. I was trying to find the spot where he actually starts talking about the FBI and this other missing kid. Hang on, bear with me, guys. Whoops, sorry, I was talking the whole time and I was muted. Yeah, I saw this comment. I believe it's a prank. He's making fun of all of you and people who care and are looking for these kids. Yeah. But I believe there's a lot more to it. He really targets underage boys on Facebook. This is some kind of, I don't know, weird pedo ring, in my opinion. Super weird. We're going to keep watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Let's keep watching. Sorry, I'm going to fast forward it a little bit, guys. I would save and download this video. Yeah. A lot of this stuff should be screen recorded and downloaded before it's dirty deleted for sure. I'm trying to find a particular spot, so let me try. Okay, first of all, that's it about 10 years ago, and there's a mask in his suitcase. So, take this for what you will. Let's keep watching. Pay attention to this part, guys. It's freaky. Okay, freaky. I'm sick. Thank you, Lane. I love you. I appreciate that. This guy, no, I don't think that's, we do have a picture of him though that we'll go over. You guys doing okay in chat? It's good to see everybody here. Thank you, Lane. Hang on. Okay, I'd like somebody to just go back that 2 seconds ago and see if we can read what actually he was writing on paper. It's interesting. But let's read this real quick in case you are wondering of my whereabouts. First, I like to think it would be best for you to ask yourself, did he stay or did he go? And when you find the answer, it will be then when you hear the reason for withholding info for the investigation of the current missing kid case of Ivo Kotenko. Sincerely, Glitchy Dancer. I'm going to read that last part again. And when you find the answer, it will be then when you hear the reason for withholding info for the investigation of the current kid case of Ivo Kotenko. I don't believe this Ivo is an actual person. I couldn't find anything. However, it's from the UK, and some things we just can't see. So, but it's concerning when he's talking about withholding info, the investigation of this missing kid, right? Let's keep watching. Okay, hopefully you guys can read that. Let's read that again. Apparently he says he's a relative of this child in some way. But I'm going to read it again. Here's your tip on the missing kid sighting of a 5'5" tall, 12-year-old, brown-haired, brown-eyed, 115-pound Hebrew boy named Ivo Kotenko, who was last seen outside of his home on December 22nd, 2012, wearing, and, well, I can't tell you because that boy reached out to me and asked me not to tell anyone of his whereabouts. And the reason his kidnapper mother and my ex-wife had secretly took him from my care about 10 years ago. That's to keep him out of the hands of the bad people for what he can do and who he could become with his special gifts. So therefore, he must remain found and kept safe only by me, as I wish you the best of luck in finding him. This will be the last Morse code message you'll hear from me, but not the last tap. Until then, thanks for allowing me to serve the community. What? Can I just see what you guys have to say about that? What is going on? So is he intentionally withholding information about a missing child? I don't know about this guy, guys. Sarah M says it's BS. Are you talking to someone in chat or are you talking to me? Or this guy? This guy is definitely BS. But you know, it could be part of something bigger, some kind of ring of some sort. I'm just saying. You know, this world has dark places that most of us can't even imagine in life. Even if it doesn't lead to finding Summer or Michael Vaughn. You know how when Gabby Petito went missing and they started looking for her, do you know how many people they found? How many sets of remains they found looking for her? Like, I don't even know, 8? So one thing leads to another, guys, just like stepping stones, right? Everything should be looked at. And at this point, in this case, especially with Summer Wells, everything is suspect, right? Everything is suspect. I think that's about all I wanted to show you on this video. The fact that he looks for kids, promotes looking for kids, and then he says, by the way, I'm hiding a kid. And like I said, critical thinking crime actually looked at his Facebook and guys, it looks to me like he targets young boys mostly. But we can take a look at something else. I'm tired of looking at this. So right after he says he's hiding a kid, right? I mean, he just said, I'm not telling pretty much where this kid is. Then we see this. This is on Vimeo. He's got a lot of videos on Vimeo. This says it's in Morse, something about itself in Morse code to law enforcement, so they might be found. So he is saying that he is sending messages in Morse code via tap dancing and the Morse code itself messages. It's just weird, guys. I mean, yeah, FBI will track down the sick individual. Yeah. I hope so. I mean, the law enforcement did go out in the UK. I think it's in the UK to critical thinking crimes house and talk to her about this guy. Law enforcement already knows about this guy. Yes. They already know. Let's take a look at something else. Let me get rid of this. Okay. Hang on. Takes me a minute, guys. I don't go live often, so I'm not real familiar with where things are. Let's share this. So this is about that movie that we were just talking about, Fables. Apparently, this guy has a lot of aliases, but Joel Peter Brown is one of them. The special agent that goes unseen communicates through the medium of tap dance in Morse code from a glitchy inner dimension to work with a secret government organization on arduous unsolved child crime cases. He actually sells shoes with missing kids' faces all over them, which, I don't know what to think about that. And we see top cast in this particular movie. Like I already showed you guys this on my community tab. Summer Wells starring as Missing Kid 1, Michael Vaughn starring as Missing Kid 2, and all these other kids. Xavier Harrelson. I just I want to talk about this because, like I said, I'm going to open the panel at the end. We can have a discussion about this guy. So it says here, by what name was Fables 2021 officially released in Canada in English? By what name? It doesn't show an answer here that I can see. So apparently it was released in Canada. I don't know. Other another name? IMDb. Yeah. I hope they track him down too, man. I don't know what is going on with this guy. Let's see. There's more. Oh, that one I already shared. Let's get rid of it. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Hi, Adriana. Good to see you. Thank you so much. I really hope they can find Summer. Unfortunately, everything is done on God's time and not our time, or she'd have been found already. I do believe that in my spirit sessions, like I said, everything is on God's time. And sometimes there's things that spirits are not allowed to say yet until it's time. Hi, Charlotte. People are wicked. This world is wicked, and we never know truly what the monsters look like, right? We don't know. Let's take a look at this other site. This is this guy's merch, apparently. Let's see. All right. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let's get rid of that so you guys can see. Some of this merch is each day kids go missing, and it's a glitchy paramatrix when a missing kid ages from their pinup. So don't let them age and be vigilant. What does he mean by what? Of course they age. So Is he saying he doesn't want any age progression pictures put up? They should just keep putting up the same picture from when they went missing? I don't understand what he's saying here. It's a glitchy parametrics when a missing kid ages from their pinup, so don't let them age. Really? This guy gives me the heebie-jeebies, you guys. I can't even do it. Can you see that? Missing child. A glitchy dancer was here. I could be them. What if I am walking among you? What if I'm still here? Missing in plain sight. You pass by me every day and do not even know it. What? Guys, what? I just feel like that yes, this needs to be investigated. This guy needs to be investigated. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Here's some more of his merch. Let's take a look at this one. Revenge. It doesn't have to be violent, but it can be found in sweet Psalm 23. Really? These are shirts for boys? The Lord is my director. I have no objective or no need to use the slang, can't even pronounce that word, Stanislavski method or Meisner technique. He makes me to recline back in cozy theaters. He shows me pleasant motion pictures. He blows my mind. He sends me on a journey of adventure for all his glory. Yea, though I'm blocked through the scenes of horrible darkness, I fear no evil. I will fear no evil. For you, something. Use something with me and steal the show. Your props and your set, they comfort me. You provide a craft service for me in 25/7 in front of my critics. You capture my best headshot with grace and no Photoshop. My third is quenched because there is unlimited refills, expecting popcorn, raisin nets, Sprite, goodness, discounts, and bonuses, mercy, to follow me throughout the calendar year of my life, and I will rest with my eyes open in the theater of my director for all eternity. Joel Brown's personal version of Psalms 23. What? Guys, this is disturbing. I'm sorry. Oh man, there was another shirt I wanted to show you guys and I don't see it now. Oh, did I lose it? Dang it. Another kid's t-shirt. I only sound intelligent when the best script writer who wrote the world into existence is abiding in me, and he makes me the best actor, studying with the best characters so the world can see character at its best. Is that really a kid's t-shirt? Unbelievable, you guys. There is a shirt, maybe it's here. Yeah. Okay, so those of you that are my age, like, I'm old, okay? I'm over 50. We will fill his wall with glory holes. Okay. What? I don't know about you guys, but I grew up with the word glory hole meaning having a whole different meaning. Just saying. I'm going to check on you guys here in chat. Oh no, Rod the Creator, you just had the craziest dream about Summer's brother and dad. Yeah, I've had some crazy dreams myself. Hi, Miss Heidi. How are you? It's good to see you, my love muffin. I get so busy and don't have enough time in my life for the people I want to talk to all the time. His channel name, oh, can't even remember now. Let me look. Sorry, give me a second. Glitchy Dancer on YouTube. There's actually a link to his channel in my community tab. Not that I want a bunch of people to run over and watch this weirdo. I can take the cards off the screen here. Hang on. Give me a second. This guy just sells some weird stuff, and he says some weird stuff. Missing John McGee. A glitchy dancer was here. I could be them. It's just weird, you guys. This whole thing just needs to really be looked into by law enforcement for sure. How many of you guys saw the video that I put up last night on my channel? I think a lot of you said, some of you said you did, some of you said you didn't. Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and play it just because this is particularly directed towards Summer. And it was disturbing. It's from this guy, Glitchy Dancer. I keep wanting to call him Glitchy Boots. Let me close some of these windows and I'm going to share this. Hang on one second. Okay. Oh, I appreciate you, Heidi. Thank you so much. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing better, honey. All right, let's take a look at this video. This is a video I put up on my channel last night. It's only like 1 minute and 40 seconds, but it has to do with Summer from this weirdo. So some say yes, some say no. Let's just watch it real quick. Like I said, it's really short. I'm barely over 1 minute. I won't play the whole thing. But let me find it. Okay, here we go. This is unbelievable, guys. What the hell is going on? What is going on? That was just my video from last night where he mentioned Summer. Honestly, I feel like he should just keep Summer's name out of his mouth, out of his videos. What the hell is wrong with this guy? Yeah, yeah, if you stand back a little bit, that looks like a U instead of an L-I. Is that a subliminal message of some kind? I'm not impressed. I do believe this guy might be in the UK. Yeah. Hi, Tiffany. You should look into some of that, Judy. The King of Utah is part of this craziness, I believe. Totally could be. My mind is blown, you guys, from this guy. I don't even know what to say. Don't believe him, do you? Yeah, I believe he could be part of a pedo ring. Absolutely. I believe that there are some absolutely crazy things on his Facebook with children, young boys in propositioning positions. Yeah, he needs to be looked into, whether it has to do with Summer Wells or not. This guy's a sicko. Speaking of sickos, I heard somebody called CPS on Molly Golightly. On Marissa? Somebody called CPS on Marissa. You guys, if you're using children as a weapon, you are the problem. What the hell is wrong with people? Try to stay out of all the drama, but unbelievable. Yeah, he has 4 or 5 different aliases that he uses, actually. Unbelievable. Candace is wearing a Route 66 cap. Oh, you're right. I saw that. I remember. Wow. Hi, Amy W. Thank you for being a member. Oh, he has children's books. Tritoni replay books. Oh, God, makes me want to throw up. Thank you to all my members, by the way. I appreciate your support. It's always good to see you here. Yeah, I believe he's foreign. He doesn't live here in the U.S. as far as I know, or as far as I can tell. But yeah, he's a sicko. If anybody wants to come up on panel and talk about this particular thing, I don't want to go off topic too much, but talk about Summer or talk about this weirdo. There's so much more about this guy. I mean, I don't have time to even dig into it all. It was 11:11, you guys. I just watched it change to 11:12. I notice 11:11 all the time, everywhere. And I agree with Pamela. I think we all just need to pray. Pray for this whole situation, for all the missing children, for the people that have hateful thoughts in their hearts towards children. Pray for this world. It's too much. Cat H says you see 222 everywhere. Yeah, some people see different numbers. Just 1111 is the one that I happen to I notice it everywhere, from the time to addresses to people's license plates. A lot of craziness. Yeah, ridiculous. If you do decide to come up on panel, we're going to keep the cameras off today because I want people to concentrate on what folks have to say. As humans, our mind immediately, for some reason, goes to critiquing and judging and that person, and then they don't listen to what that person actually has to say, and it's important. We all have important things to say. We're all important. We're all woven together like threads in a huge tapestry. Every thread is important. Every thread is different. And that's okay. We don't have to all be alike, right? Joel Brown. Yes, that's Joel Brown. Yeah, that's the main name that I've heard. I'm not sure if that's the one he uses on Facebook. I'll have to take some time today to do a little more research, but I don't know. Hi, Amy. Good to see you. My member, my Earth Angel. I can put a link in the chat. And see. Hey, let's go, Brandon. Good to see you. You see 1111 all the time, too. I had a funny comment. Let's go, Brandon. Somebody left me a comment that said, oh, let's go, Brandon. That's a poke at, the president. And if you don't remove her as a mod, I'm unsubbing and I'm never going to talk to you again. Listen, it's none of my business who people vote for. None of my business. You get it? I don't judge you guys. Unlike you guys sitting behind the keyboard judging everyone else on YouTube, she can vote for who she wants or he wants. It's none of my business. I don't care. And I'm not judging. So just saying. Yeah. I don't care. None of my business. I love it. Shits and giggles. I see you a lot. I think I see you in Ziggy's panel a lot. Actually, in other channels too. I love you. You're so cool. Let's see if I can. Does this even work? Is that even a clickable link for people? I see it. Okay. Well, I do see the link in chat. I don't know if it actually works though. Yeah, I saw that. I'm not making fun. I don't care what people's life choices are or what they do. Your business is your business. I love everyone unless I have a reason not to. And that would have to be if someone did something to me personally or I decided to shut them out of my life. I mean, The link doesn't open, Kat. Share. How do I do it, Kat? Do you know? Let's see. Share. No. Invite. Copy. Why wouldn't the link work? Does anyone have any ideas? I did have people come up before. Hang on a second. It does seem to work if I go on my phone to the chat and click on the link that I put in, it does work. So I'm not sure. It worked for you the third time. Okay, hang on one second.
Hi.
Hi, Unsolved. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
Good. I like your little voice.
Oh, thank you. So, my thing, with this glitchy, dancer, definitely, ring. And
You know what? It's really hard to understand you with the voice. Can you change it?
how?
I can't. It is. It's really hard to understand you. I'm so sorry.
Is it crackled or?
I'm sorry, honey. It's just hard for me to understand you. Can you talk in your real voice? I'm going to go ahead and drop you, honey. I'm sorry. I can't understand. Darlene, I see Darlene trying to come up. It says device not connected. But you know me, I have no idea. Darlene, device not connected. Don't know what that means. And, you know, like I said, I am technology challenged, so I have no idea. I did want to hear what she had to say, though. I'm going to drop the link again. Darlene, maybe just close that one and try it again. I'm not sure what's going on. I do see you backstage. Was that a troll by chance? I have no idea because I couldn't understand what she was saying. So I'm so sorry. I do keep dropping the link in the chat, though. Guys, I was so happy to hear that Ziggy got one of the puppies from, from Dawn and Wells. I would have loved to have one of Summer's puppies, you know. They think it's one of Lucky's puppies, but I guess we don't really know for sure. But God bless Ziggy for taking a baby, getting it off that property. I'm gonna hide this. I'm just reading your comments, guys. I appreciate everybody for being here. This whole ring is so weird. And then, Andrew Hiltz, I'm sorry, I have to say this. And Andrew, you're welcome to come up on my panel anytime. But, at first his little profile picture on YouTube, was a panda bear. And we're talking about H's dad. And people complained about it and saying, oh, that's a symbol for some kind of weird, sinister shit. Which also blows my mind that panda bears and unicorns are now all of a sudden something sinister. Are you crazy? These jerks are using panda bears and unicorns and other things, apparently, as signs and symbols for the dark side. It's unbelievable. But now, Andrew changed it from a panda to some sort of, Church of Satan symbol. What? Some of you guys are behind. I see you talking about her voice, the chipmunk voice. I'll drop this one more time. Who is Ziggy? She's a girl that talks about true crime and drama. She calls herself a Krama channel because she does drama and true crime. And I think she's a sweetheart. Her and her daughter. I watch her all the time. Yeah, I'm still reading chats here. Panda bears are a symbol for kids with black eyes, really? Yeah, Andrew Hiltz has been coming in a lot of chats. I can't. I can't do it. I can barely watch him. All right, let's go, Brandon. You won't use a voice changer if you come up? Okay. I mean, It's okay. And like I said, I was really interested in what she had to say. I just couldn't understand anything. Wait, I just saw. Do you realize tree Tony spelled backwards and moving T to the right spells into teens? OMG. And I'm sure there's a lot of subliminal messages, like his logo was backwards sometimes, upside down sometimes. Yeah. Whoa. Panda allegedly means violence is allowed. What? You know, one of my spirit box sessions, my last one, I think for Summer, I was asking her if she can see anything that's in this room, and I have a big stuffed panda bear in the corner, and it literally said panda. And like 2 or 3 nights later, I saw Jay is for Justice doing this unbelievable research and doing a deep dive into the case and some different things, and they were talking about pandas, and you know, suddenly it's a sinister meaning now. Brandy, hi. I always see you in Discord, and I do want to buy one of your pictures, by the way. You're an amazing artist. Search symbolism on DuckDuckGo. Guys, I don't know anything about the internet. Like, I'm so scared to even go through DuckDuckGo. I mean, I wanted to go on the dark web and start looking for Summer, like legit films or whatnot. I'm petrified to do that. Yeah, I believe that too. I believe she was talking about it because it was in the room. I asked her to mention something that was in the room, and you know, she did. This case needs to be solved. Yes, it does. Hi, Ra. Good to see you backstage. Ra, the creator, I see you around all the time.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you, honey?
All right. I wanted to talk about Summer. So she tells me a lot about these people. Like I literally do sound spirit boxes, but I don't post them. I
Right,
only post what I get on a
right,
clairvoyant level and things like that. I might post the spirit box with words, but I've never posted the voice. But she tells me a lot. She
right.
said, I feel like Hilts is
Yeah.
number 2 in a
Hmm.
ring. In a ring.
Right.
Um,
That could
I
be true, in my
I
opinion.
really his best friend or something to the whole organization has a picture in fire like the devil or something,
Right.
and it says, "We are the underground." Okay.
Right. And I did see a TikTok of Summer in fire that Candace had posted. I mean, it was just a TikTok filter that she used, but it still really rubbed me the wrong way for sure.
Yes, I feel like if I'm gonna this is my whole opinion. Let me make sure I'm protecting your channel. This is
Yep.
my opinion.
Thank
I
you.
believe that, yes, I believe that they all worship evil. I believe they all do, and they actually have said it in different times.
Right.
Um, Hilt actually had a picture on his Facebook holding up a middle finger, and he had some type of ring on. And somebody that knows about all that stuff told me, because I've been investigating this whole case, trying to find
Right.
something. So somebody told me, they said that's the devil symbol. That's the devil.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the
just
I
like
said,
his
really?
picture on his YouTube channel right now, right? Is the Church of Satan symbol.
I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it. I
It's
just heard
yeah,
that from
right now
you.
if you go to Andrew Hiltz, his YouTube channel, it
Yeah.
it's his profile picture, I believe, is a symbol from the Church of Satan. You know,
Right.
and then people started leaving comments because I mentioned something about it, and they're like, "Well, no one's ever been killed by the Church of Satan." Really? How do you know?
Okay.
Right?
Also somebody with special gifts. I can't remember who it is. It might be somebody in your chat right now. But
Right?
they said that they were in Candace and Don's house, and they saw a Satan Bible
I
at the
heard that,
door.
and you know what? I can't remember where I heard it either, but I did
Right.
hear that.
Mm-hmm. And also, um, Don said this at one of the church things when he finally spoke that one time when Candace was trying to grab his hand and he wouldn't let her grab his hand.
Right,
But
right.
anyway, he said, I used to work for Satan or something. Something. Remember he said that?
I
And I
do.
said,
I don't remember his exact words, but yes, I
exactly.
do.
Neither do I. He said, no, he said the devil used to own me. He said Satan used to own me. And
Right.
my reaction was he meant to say he still does, but that's just
He
my
still
opinion.
does.
That's just my
Absolutely.
opinion. That's
Yeah,
just my
no,
opinion. And so,
me too. I
yup.
mean, a lot of these people, even the videos that we were just watching about this weirdo, he has a lot of stuff about God and the church and things in videos and merch that he sells, and just people hide behind the church for nefarious reasons. It's just blows
Right.
me away.
And I also wanted to tell you about, so the reason why I ever started following Summer, trying to find her and everything, is because I became a clairvoyant through Summer. Summer
Wow.
Summer reached out to me and showed me Tennessee. I'm not from Tennessee. I'm from the
Right,
East Coast.
right.
She reached out to me and showed me Tennessee and showed me this horse pond, which I just thought was showed me this, showed me somebody carrying her out there at night or the crack of dawn.
Mm.
So, and literally she put me in her body like I'm being carried out there. And I
Right.
looked to the right, and you know who else had the same exact vision as
Who?
me? A spirit seeker.
Oh, yes. Is Mandy? Is that Mandy?
Yes, she had the same
Wow.
exact vision as me. And so I was watching Dark Rose's reading on this, and and Summer reached out to me and showed me this. And so I looked to the right and I seen like trees, but they was like spaced out like it was a park, like it was strategically placed.
Right.
And
Spaced
then
out.
and then I looked to the left, it was a bunch of trees. Like, have you ever seen that picture where she was in front of that bridge and it was a bunch of high trees that was all clumped together like that?
Yes.
That's what it looked like to the left, but it was no bridge. And then when I like, it's almost like I took a step back and looked at the whole vision, and it was like a forest with a body of water in the middle. And come to
Hmm.
find out, it was Warriors Path State Park, the horse pond. That's what it
Yeah.
was.
Right.
And
And I believe the pond has something to do with something. I mean, even when I did a forensic astrology map for Summer, trying to
yep,
locate her body, one of the lines goes right through Warriors Path State Park. I mean,
yep.
there is something to that park. I personally have no idea where she is. I know, and I feel, I should say, that she's not still on Dawn and Candace's property. I don't feel like she's anywhere on their particular property. She's farther out. Even I believe in actually around Warriors Path Pond, or out a little bit further, even past there, east of there.
And
I don't
yeah,
know. I
and
just don't know.
one time I was doing a spirit box with words with her voice and stuff. So the first
Mhm.
time I ever did it, I knew it was real because I swear that was her Aunt Rose. Like she was like, I said, I'm looking for Summer Moon, New South Wales. And her aunt said, go ahead, tell her Summer. Like I heard that so clear, like
Right.
this lady. Like, and so she
Wow.
started answering my questions and stuff. And I asked her, was she in, because I noticed that Bay Mountain
Yep.
and Warrior Path State Park look exactly alike.
Right.
So I said, are you in um Warriors Path State Park or are you in Bay Mountain? I don't know why I asked that, but she said Bay Mountain. The little voice said Bay Mountain. Real clear. Real
Yeah.
clear.
Wow.
But so I don't even know if it was really the horse pond. It could have been a part of Bay Mountain
Sure.
somewhere.
Right. Yeah, it's all about our interpretation, right? Spirits, I feel like spirits are never wrong. Sometimes we
Right.
interpret the things that we're hearing wrong. And
Right. Or the things I'm seeing wrong.
right.
Because I saw that. That's what I saw. And I assumed it was Warrior Path State Park because I saw the way the trees were surrounding this body of water, but that didn't mean that that was the right place.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm not in Tennessee. I spend like tomorrow again, I'm sure we'll go out and we are looking for Daniel Robinson out here in the desert. And I wish I could take a trip to Tennessee. It's just not feasible at this time for me. I'm in Arizona and, but I
Right.
sure
Can I
wish I
tell you
could.
my opinion on Daniel Robinson? Because I've been trying to connect with this dad, but the family page, it just sends you to a petition. It doesn't give you a way to talk to him, because
I talked to him on Facebook, but to be honest, he's very religious. His family's very Christian. And Reverend Donna Serafina reached out to him, apparently, is what I've heard through somebody else. Reverend Donna didn't tell me that personally, so I don't know.
Right.
But he refused to speak with her, and that might be just for religious reasons. So I've backed off about that. I don't mention anything about my spirit box or about any of that when I'm out there with the family or if we're out helping. But we have been droning the area and documenting all the open mine shafts, vertical mines, open mines in the area. And we do that, Lane and I, pretty much every Sunday since he went disappeared. Maybe we've missed a couple, and then we send him the coordinates to all these mines with openings in the area. But yeah, he's not really open to it. I wish he was,
Yes, because I have a lot of information. Like I told you, I do spirit boxes, and Daniel been on my spirit box plenty of times. But I just from your information, it made me investigate this. The first time I ever seen you talking about him, and I investigated this, I got from my discernment and from my gifts, I got that the two people that was employees, they were lying.
Yeah, and me too. Me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. And and they are involved. And if you go, so the last place that he was seen, that you said he was seen, look it up on what's that, Google Maps? Look it up on Google Maps. And when you get the pictures, right? It's pictures, it's photos you can look onto. The first photos, I believe that is them, the co-workers. And I believe that they took a picture almost like how serial killers sorry.
Yeah, keep trophies. Like, yeah, I know what you mean.
But how serial killers do?
Yeah.
It's like they took pictures documenting where they did this to him. And I want you to check it out to see if you get the same exact thing that I get.
Yeah.
Because and remember I asked you what was this woman's name that he was supposedly so crazy about, that he loved or whatever.
Caitlin.
I know you told me that, and the reason why I asked you that is because when I went to where the photos are, is somebody cat that the one guy is sending to somebody cat, which I think is. And the guy's name is the very first pictures that you get to when you go to this place that he was last seen. You said it on your show, so I got it from you. And it looks just like they were documenting, like, almost like a souvenir of the place that they did this. And right behind these pictures is caves. I mean, it's mountains, but I believe it's a cave inside of a mountain that he is in. I swear.
Yeah. Well, and that's what we've been, that was my first thought. One of his coworkers actually works for a mining company. He has a rock shop out here in Scottsdale. He's familiar with the area. The company that he worked for, the guy that was out there meeting him that day, works for Weber. And there is mines up there that used to be owned by Weber, or still are. They're just old mines. And this whole thing is just, if you can just shoot me an email, Raw, when you get a chance, at AFTERLIFE RESEARCH 1111 at gmail.com.
Okay.
And I'd like to talk to you a little bit more about for sure.
I will do. I will do.
I appreciate you. I'm seeing some other people. Yeah,
All
thank
right, I
you
must
all for
come
coming.
down.
All right, I appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, honey.
I think you got to take me out. Oh, no, I see it. Leave. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, let's see. Hi, can you hear me?
Hey, Judy. It's Let's Go, Brandon.
Hey, what's up,
It's
sweetheart?
it's so glad to finally talk to you. Sorry about my voice.
Oh, man.
Our weather has been up and down here in Florida. It's been like, it's 57 now. Yesterday was 84.
Right. It's like that here too. But man, it's been hasn't been very cold for sure. It's been warm. I'm not looking forward to it warming up already here. Can't do it.
Right. I like that. Yeah, we've had a really late winter, but I think I spoke to you before about what I do in my free time, and because of that, I might have put it in the chat.
Okay.
I've been doing this for many years. I do private investigations. Been doing it for a long time.
Mhm.
I'm so interested that you do. Just slipped my mind with the astrology. I'd love to get with you about that.
Oh, the forensic astrology maps.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've never really got into that part, but I've been
And
interested.
also, who taught me about that was Kirst, the forensic astrologer. So I think
Okay.
she's on YouTube, and she has different things, learning how to do it and different things on her channel, and that's kind of how I started, by watching her. But the thing about the forensic astrology maps is the time and place of disappearance has to be exact for the map to work out perfectly. And if we don't know exactly what time or exactly what location, like for instance, Donna Candace could be lying about her even being seen at home the last time. So if it's not absolutely true, the map doesn't work. So it's frustrating, and it's good to always talk to the family or someone that's trustworthy. Usually we don't have to worry about the parents so much in a case like this, but
I've done my natal chart before, and if that
Yeah.
wasn't dead on, I mean,
Yeah.
So my take in this, now that I was in J for Justice's chat, I think that's where I seen you the
Oh
other
my
night
God, I
also.
watched that.
And
Yeah.
if that wasn't dead on and really opened my eyes, I did have some very weird feelings. My opinion, in my opinion only, has been narrowed down to two things: either it being an accident, it was 3, maybe the mom did on purpose, or she was
Right.
sold. And I'm going back to the top with maybe she was sold, traded, something. Now that this is kind of coming together, and then if you listen to if you listen to Donna Serafina's her thing, her prediction, or her it is
reading.
really coming full circle. And I believe, and this is my beliefs for anybody, that I believe that they got nervous, whoever might have had her. And with Donna's reading, I believe unfortunately they might have did something to her, because they were getting worried that they might get caught with this. And in her reading, it tells a lot about that.
Yeah.
I do get feelings that and in my opinion, that I feel she's in a better place. That's part of she's not in hell. She's not being tortured. She's dancing. She has her wings. She's not being starved. I mean,
Exactly.
I got goosebumps now, because it just
Yeah,
blows my
she's
mind.
much better off, in my opinion, in
And
heaven.
I totally I'm with this 100%. And like I said, everything's allegedly that I say and how I feel.
Of course.
But that CPS totally failed them children. I do understand. Actually, most of my family is from Tennessee, so I'm very, very familiar with it. Not so much the east side, but Tennessee is kind of Tennessee. And if you look Tennessee up and you do some more research on it, Tennessee is one of the main hubs from Memphis to Nashville to Knoxville
Right.
for drug trafficking and human trafficking. And for that fact is Memphis has main highways that go everywhere from mostly out west.
Right.
Nashville is up and down, which comes straight from, north all the way down here to Florida through Atlanta, which is another big hub. And actually, Knoxville's the same way and goes right up the East Coast.
Right.
So it's known to
So
be
easy
that.
to just get in and out of there, right? Like,
Yeah, real fast. And I think that's, a main, one of the main things. I was in Tennessee at my family's when little Joe Daniels went missing, and I helped on that search. And
oh,
that was heartbreaking. We were all out there. Of course, the
yeah.
dad's been convicted, but we
Yeah.
still were never ever to find the body. I just I have a lot of feelings. I don't like to and thoughts to put them
Yeah.
all out there. I'd have to talk to you in private. But I do feel she's no longer with us, and I think that's due to the fact that somebody was afraid somebody was catching on, and
Yep. I
they
agree.
they didn't want to be caught with that because the whole ring or the whole situation and scenario would have been a lot easier. Now, in
Yeah.
my opinion, too, I do believe DW has been involved in this a long time. I think that a lot of things tell me they were doing this at their home.
Yeah.
They were doing pictures, they were doing lives, they were doing that for their income. And I see that a lot, and it just made my stomach very sick. I'm
Yeah,
very,
it does.
very,
It's horrible. And in my opinion, I do believe that in my personal opinion, after my spirit box sessions and just doing research on the case, I feel like when they got home from the water hole, that Candace had something set up, and
exactly.
whoever took her and was supposed to bring her back and didn't. And now they can't say, oh, well, we know who it is or where she went, because obviously they'll get in trouble for what they did. Do I think that they did something to her by their own hands? In my humble opinion, no. I think that this person never brought her back at the time that they should have. They just didn't bring her back. And like you said, the case started getting too high profile, and
They were getting nervous.
they just got scared. And of course, they're not going to say anything about it because, they'd be in trouble for selling, their kids. So
Exactly. And I think this has been going on. I think it
yes.
was one of and I believe that he was aware that this was going on. He was doing that, but I think she made a sudden decision that day and
Yeah.
did it, and now she's like, and I often I get bad vibes about the shed.
Me
Even though that
too.
Don says that, I think it is on the road. It's a quick thing. You can't go up his driveway. And the poor little girl is stuck in a pattern. That's all she knew. And another
Yeah.
thing that really, really blows my mind, and when I do a lot of stuff like that, it involves 5-year-olds. And at that
Yeah.
age, they don't know what's right and what's not right. They're learning at that age, hey, this is right, this is when you go to kindergarten, you start learning
Yeah.
stranger danger, all that. I don't think she really knew a lot different. I think she's been going through this most of her life, and I do believe
Yeah.
that he was involved also with hurting her
Yeah. I
in
do
a different
too.
way.
Yeah.
And it's awful. I do believe, and I have picked up some stuff that, uh, like I said, allegedly, that he is involved in turning a little bit of evidence against um, some smaller rings, not so much a big one,
Mm-hmm.
to keep his eye, what do I want to say? To keep all eyes off him, but he knows a lot more.
Right.
Um, and I do feel that.
Yeah, me too. I do. I
he
really
knows
do.
what's going on. And one thing that keeps coming to me in readings and spirit boxes. By the way, I'm a big fan of Steve. Just
Oh, Steve Huff.
yes, I love his
Um,
and then Josh. I just love their books. But
Josh is amazing. Josh has actually been a really good friend, and we talk. And Steve Huff was the first person I ever saw on YouTube do this. I was a skeptic once. I
right,
I,
right.
I opened up YouTube and saw this guy Steve that was apparently talking to spirits, and I was like, "There's no way this guy's doing this."
Oh, his technology has come a long way.
Oh, he's gotten better and better in creating his boxes, but that's the whole reason I even got into this. I thought, okay, there's no way that this could be going on. And that's how I started using my iPhone recorder. I just sat in a quiet room one night and,
Picked up
actually
EVPs.
my first EVP, I was doing dishes and I was like, okay, what the hell? I'll give it a shot. And I turned on the recorder and said, hey, if anybody's here, leave me a message. You can hear me doing dishes and you hear this little voice go, hi. And
Oh,
not scary. And this was like 4 years ago in July 26th. And it just went from there. But Steve's the whole reason I even got started in it. But it's Josh that's been a very good mentor for me. And I only
yes.
lived not even a half a mile away from Steve Huff, and tried to, meet with him, and he was never interested.
He's
Um,
he's so kind of high profile now, but
mm,
his demeanor
yeah,
is so down to earth. I love it.
yeah.
And, excuse me. Another person that I'm very interested in is a lot of equipment. We use Bill Chappell. Now that's a brain
Oh,
that goes a long way. He has some very interesting
I'm
material.
gonna write that down because I haven't heard of him.
No, I don't. I'm not sure if you know of the SLS, the puck. I mean, he has invented a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that's
I would love to have an SLS camera.
oh yeah, we have one, and it's amazing. We did some filming. I think I told you here in Florida. I actually am not too far, not to get off subject, which was super interesting.
Mm.
And a lot of people believe clowns are bad, clowns are good. Well, we went to the Ringling cemetery,
Oh,
where Ringling, the
yeah,
Ringling family, and they
yeah,
also call it the clown cemetery. A lot
yeah.
of clowns are buried there, and that was super interesting to say
Wow.
the least.
I wrote that down, Bill Chappell. I'll have to look him up. I do watch like Gold Rush Paranormal. Costas is amazing, and
Yes, I did see him.
speaks some different languages, so that's pretty cool to listen to him. And
I'll tell you another person, and I'm personal friends with him. He does a lot more TikTok. He was I'm not know if you're familiar with Periscope back in the days.
oh yeah,
He has two books out. His name is Sean Austin.
oh
Um, Simply amazing. He's on all the time. Um, he has been investigating for years and years. He actually not too long ago became a demonologist.
oh
And he's simply amazing. If you watch him, he's down to earth. Or I'll invite you or something.
yeah,
Or
yeah,
go. Anybody can go look him up. He does have a lot. He's been doing documentaries on the Scare Network. His books you can get on Amazon. Shadow Chaser, the
wow.
other one, are amazing.
I love doing research and reading about other things like that. That's amazing.
Yeah. So I don't go into a lot of things I do. People, you get a lot of skeptics.
Well, of
Like I
course,
said,
I
at
was a skeptic too once.
one time in my life I was, and then I got with a group, and I think I told you one of the ladies I was in the group with, her cancer came back in
Oh,
COVID, and we just
yeah.
we've also been to the Skyway Bridge,
Oh
which
wow.
is very very interesting.
I bet.
I don't know if you know the background of that. The bridge fell.
Yeah.
Many people died.
Yeah. As a
But
matter
I've
of
been,
fact, my parents were traveling when that happened, and they had just crossed that bridge not even a half hour before that happened.
oh jeez, yeah. Now they made part of it a fishing pier, which the part that's still standing, and you go out
Mhm.
there, and I got chills now. But you go out
Yeah.
there, and it's dark, and it's weird. It's known actually. Um, No, I don't have a channel. I see somebody asking me.
Mhm.
I've thought about it, but I give Judy a lot of credit because you get a lot of skeptics, you get a lot of trolls. My skin isn't that thick to go on
Mhm.
here, but I don't even like going on panel, but I
I'm
do like
glad you
to.
did.
I told you I need to come out to Arizona.
Yes, you do, for sure.
That would be great. And bless you for helping, try to find.
Yeah.
That's great. But yeah, it's been quite interesting. If anybody's interested in just maybe you're a little skeptic, maybe you want to know instead of going maybe to Josh or maybe going to Steve all of a sudden,
Mhm.
try Sean Austin. I think you'll really he does himself. He was actually on the show Ghost Loop
Oh, yeah?
on TLC. He did a couple other shows, but he's very, very interesting, very smart. Um,
Yeah, I'll have to watch that. That's
my
pretty
mind's
cool.
kind of went blank because there's things I want to say and things that I
Right?
can't.
Well,
Yes, whoever, Amy, you're exactly right. I've said that, Amy W, from the very beginning.
mm,
That is exactly it. He has given me bad vibes from the beginning. First of all, most people would know what blood money means.
right,
It could mean anything. I mean, you hurt somebody, you do something, you're getting that money without telling anybody, which
right.
is one meaning. Another meaning has to do with stuff like this. And I think that's why he connects so much. One
Yeah,
thing I was totally blown away by, and for some reason, something told me something bad about him all along. But for him to brag about those tattoos that I
yeah,
had no clue about, I knew something was wrong, is
yeah.
absolutely insane. Who would
I
do that to their
I
body?
was I was floored about the dog situation where he stabbed the dog,
I'm
BK.
so glad I missed that because I
I
would have went.
can't. I can't.
People like that have no heart, no feelings. That's things that give them their type of feeling. That's the feeling that makes them feel superior, and that's awful.
Yeah,
And he did that right on live, like he was proud. I'm just very glad I missed that. Um,
yeah.
it was awful. But bless you, Judy. I love watching your channel and the people that say,
Oh.
let's go, Brand. Let me clarify that. Actually, I don't vote. And for the reason that I don't vote is I don't take either side. I
Right.
don't like the controversy, but my son's name is Brandon. So they kept
Oh.
saying that to him. So I said, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, right.
So I
That's
kind of put it
funny.
up there, and people will ask me. I know there's a saying out there due to, political stuff, but
Yeah, I didn't even think about it when I first saw your name. I figured it was your son's name, and then people, everything's political nowadays, and we don't
and
even
I think
talk about political stuff on this channel, and I don't judge people for anything. So,
right. And
I
another
do
thing
see you
that's
in the
up.
background. Just hang on for me 1 second, Stingray.
Oh,
Um,
she can come up. I'm gonna jump down, but I want to say one more thing. Another
sure.
thing is if you look at what we're going through in the world today,
Mm,
people don't. The world to me is turning absolutely evil, and I think people are super super confused. Which way do I go?
right.
Do I stay with this? But everybody's following this. Look at all the protesting. Look at all the
Yeah.
evilness. Look at what Oregon became. I mean, they
Yeah.
legalized a certain amount of drugs. They let them have their own. I mean, so,
Area. Yeah.
right, and I think a lot of people are confused. Which way do I go? They're doing this in this part. They're doing that, and the world is evil.
It is. I always tell my niece and nephew, you guys don't know how good we do have it over here, as messed up as things are in our country. If you look at Iran and Afghanistan and, the Middle East, we're still pretty lucky over here. However, it's easier to get away with a lot of different things here, because you're not petrified of the Taliban or someone coming to kill you.
Right.
I just
Well,
think,
and in my opinion too, like I said, I'm not political, but for someone to okay what they did and give another country $100 million worth of our equipment to start
right.
their own stuff, that's just asking for evil.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and my last thing is my children are, I have two boys, 13 months apart. Um, and I'm sorry, I'm not a grandma. But
Right.
I do pray to my kids and I say, please get a dog. Don't have children right now
Right,
because
right. It's
it's
scary.
awful and evil. And
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do. It's not a good place to grow up now, in my opinion.
No, I agree. I mean, I personally never had children. I tried. I lost 5 altogether. And
Oh,
I
I'm
do hear
sorry.
"Hi, Mom" a lot in my spirit box sessions, which is really weird, but yeah, it's very scary. And my poor niece and nephew, I mean, they can't even afford to rent an apartment. Like, I mean, here in Arizona, our real estate prices are ridiculous. They can't even afford their own little apartment like I had when I was their age, a studio apartment, $320 a month, all utilities included. There's nothing like that anymore.
Oh my
And
gosh, Judy, I moved to Florida 12 years ago. I rented a place right on the island, and I had a little cottage out there, right on the beach, right on the bay. I paid $675.
right.
I moved off the island because I didn't like the traffic and went down, down, down. I had a condo. They sold the condo price. I mean, they sold the
Yeah,
condo, and you cannot find right now. It has gone to hell. Like you
yeah,
can't afford anything.
no, it's pretty
I mean,
sad.
I don't know. Like gas prices right now are. I just look at things every day, and I'm like, how
Yeah,
you
our
can't even afford
food,
food anymore.
right? Our food is ridiculous now.
And
It's
all
really
these
sad.
people are moving from up north out west. As a matter of fact, they sold the house next to me. Um, Recently, I met the new guy. He came from California. He bought that house without even looking at
Of
it. I said,
course,
"Are you
yeah, sight
crazy?"
unseen, right? Yep. And
But I want
I've
to
been a
let you.
realtor here for 21 years, and it's just it's funny to watch the circle. I mean, it is a circle, and it goes around and around. But
Anybody that's from Florida, I always say, I'm not a true Floridian. I've been here 12 years, but I'm like, okay, stop
mm,
at the border, file an application because we're getting so taxed.
right,
Like, you can't move around here anymore.
yeah,
But it was so great talking to you. I'm going to email and talk to you about a little more personal things. And
yes, please
so great to
do.
talk to you
Oh,
and
it's good to
everybody in
talk
the
to
chat.
you. Yeah, thank you for being a mod, and thank you for coming up. I appreciate
Yes,
it.
thank you. And maybe we should plan a trip to Tennessee because you would absolutely love it. It's a whole different
Oh,
world. It's beautiful there. Sorry that they're giving it an awful name and people are getting a stigmata about it.
yeah.
Um, but it's actually a beautiful place to
Oh, I
visit.
appreciate that, and we'll try to put something together for sure.
We sure will. Either I'll come out, we'll get together. I feel we have a connection. But thanks for everybody in the chat, and everybody have a good day and be safe and stay blessed. And I'll see you guys around.
All right, thank you so much. Let's
Yes.
go, Brandon. Bye.
All
Bye.
right, Judy. Bye.
Bye. All right. Stingray, hello. I know
Hello, Judy. Can you
hi, I
hear?
know you said your mic's not working very good and you wanted to tighten it and stuff, or
No,
do you think it's gonna be okay?
my mic works fine. It's just
Oh,
that I have spirits
oh,
all around me, and they keep wanting to use my mic. And I'm not sure.
equipment.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you pretty good, yes. Can you guys hear her okay in chat?
Because you might hear a lot of static and electricity in the
Yeah.
background, and that's just a spiritual activity.
I believe it. It just is what it is, right? And I missed what chat was talking about. They wanted you to come up and you had some pictures or something you wanted to share. And
Yeah.
so feel free. I missed kind of what was going on there.
I typed it in private chat for you, hon.
All right,
Explaining it all.
let me take a look. Oh, I see. Yep. Okay. Yes. Yeah, if you have pictures, you can try to share some pictures, or maybe there's something I have to do on my end to allow you to share stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna hit share and you have to approve it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna share screen and I'm gonna show you the pictures off my
Yeah,
system. Okay.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just on StreamYard, so
Okay.
should be okay.
All right. Um, there, I'm hitting share.
There it is.
Okay. Now, if you look closely at the pictures, you can clearly see right here.
Yep.
I'm gonna like I started out small.
Right.
And this is the first news interview, and I've watched it several times. And just recently, this showed up. I didn't notice it before.
Oh,
I've got
the picture on the wall.
that's Summer.
I see her eyes, nose, mouth,
Yeah,
hair,
her hair,
neck.
round cheeks.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm
I
not
see
sure who.
it. I see that here too. I don't know who that is, but it's a different look, but it's also a face.
Yes, I think this here is either his mom or his dad or someone in his family who's passed on.
Yeah. Wow.
And here I think I see a face here, but I can't make out any fine features. And here looks
Yeah.
like another child's head right here.
That one's a little harder for me to see.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this is how I find spirits
Right?
when they show
Oh,
up.
I see there, yeah.
Yeah, like you start out small,
Yeah.
see how it clears up,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then
Yeah, you lose it as you get it so big, yeah.
Yeah.
Pixels.
Now here's I cleared up. It's really clear here. Here's the head, body, and then sometimes it's a whole face. Like it
Wow.
blends in different forms.
Right?
See that?
Yep. Wow, and I remember that interview. I just watched it again the other day.
Yeah, I've watched it several times, and I never noticed it. Like I just started seeing spirits, and I was hearing them for the last, God, I think it's been going on for about 3 or 4 months now, and I'm just honing in on my
Yeah.
abilities.
Your gift, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I saw in this one, but I can't really. I don't think there's really any. Well, when it goes smaller, I can see a formation there, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's pretty small, yeah.
Um,
Wow. Did you see where, I don't know if you watched Josh from Hope Paranormal, but he did a water scrying and had a absolute perfect picture of Gabby Petito
oh, that.
show up
Yeah.
in the water scrying.
I watched Steve
Unbelievable.
Huff. I watched Huff Paranormal. I'm
Yeah.
amazed by that guy. See, there's another clear face. I believe
see
that's
that.
Rose. I think that's Rose. But yet,
Oh,
it melts into another face here too. Like
sure.
they're.
Together.
Yeah, sometimes they depends on when I take the snapshot, right?
Yeah.
Now this is where I noticed first. This was the interview, I think it was BK that was doing the interview of Don in his car, but I can't remember who I was recording.
Yeah.
But he was in his truck at night. You see all these faces here.
Yeah, there's a bunch in there.
Yeah. And if I go smaller, they come clear a little bit.
Yeah.
And then now you can see clearly there's faces in here. This looks like, to me when I first saw it, it looked like a hand. And
Yeah.
I blew it up a bit, and it looks like someone's strangling Rose. This is Rose's face.
Right.
Here. And there's a hand on her throat
Wow.
right here.
I believe there are signs all the time. Spirits give us signs. It's just a matter of keeping an eye out for them. For instance, in the Chris Watts case, when he was looking at the footage from the neighbor, and all of a sudden this commercial comes up, and it's oil wells and demons, and
Yeah.
it blows up, and then you see a fetus and all of these things. All of a sudden he goes, oh yeah, she's pregnant. And I thought, oh my God,
Yeah.
was that just the universe showing us totally what just happened to them right on the screen? Like,
Yeah.
that
You see
happens all
here,
the time. I do see that.
at first
Wow.
I saw a dog's face and then long ears like a Cocker Spaniel. But
Yeah.
then as I looked at it more, then I noticed this hand
Yeah.
reaching around her neck, and she's looking up, woman looking up, like she's choking.
Wow. I'll have to pull up these pictures too when we'll look at them a little bit bigger.
And this
Wow.
was really dark. You can clearly see a burnt face here. At first, this looked like half a skull, like half a head
Yeah.
in something liquid. And then the hand comes up, and it's clearly a burnt face right
It
here.
looks like a burnt face, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And this was in the rear view window of Don's truck.
Wow.
And he was talking, I think, to BK, but I can't 100% remember because reasons.
Yeah. Wow. I just saw Blackwing Paranormal say, did you hear Summer's EVPs in the first interview? EVPs in that first interview on the mountain? Really? Are there EVPs in there? Wow.
That's where these pictures were taken, except like the first ones was
Right,
from that
yeah.
interview, when I first saw Summer's face. Here, I'm not sure what to make of this, but it looks like a woman looking back with a hat on,
Yeah.
long hair, and kind of like, it reminds me of like an English girl with, the school uniforms, ragged, kind of
Right,
looking,
yeah.
trying to look, I don't know, and she's got like a frown on her face.
Yeah. Wow.
And right here, it looks like legs, but I can't see the upper body.
Sure.
Yeah. And then there's this
Unbelievable.
evil-looking face here with a pointy nose.
Wow.
And here's Summer right here, smiling. But she's got
Yeah.
blood around her face there.
Right. Wow, you take a lot of time to go through these and really look.
Yeah. Like, I would not present these unless I was absolutely sure what I was seeing.
Wow.
And I showed them to a few other people that I know. See, the faces are clear.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're pretty clear, yeah. Wow.
And this is a person. It's several faces. Like, but I see someone going like O and a nose and eyes here and the head. But then I also see that evil face that's over here. Like,
Yeah. Wow.
but that's the very first one I saw.
That one is
Around
super
the
clear.
12.
Even tiny like that, I can see perfectly the little girl's face there. Wow. There's so much going on with this case, you guys. I just
Can
can't
you hear
even
anything
deal
on
with
my
it.
mic right now besides my voice?
Yeah, I just heard a gentleman's voice.
That's Adam.
Yeah, I just heard I'm going to rewind that after we're done with the live because I did just hear a gentleman's voice there.
Would you like to talk to him?
Yeah.
You gave me hope, Judy, that I wasn't going crazy. When this all started happening. You really did. I've learned a lot from you.
Oh,
And
thank you.
because this is all new to me. I was an atheist up until, well, I had a car crash a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And I'm still in recovery from it. And I thought I was going crazy. And then I watched you and Steve.
Oh.
And I've been dying to share this with you. I was just gonna send you an email, but
I'm glad you got to come up and show it, Stingray, and bless you. And yes, I grew up in the church, but I was on the verge of being an atheist as well until I recorded my first EVP.
yeah, I think it's incredible work what you're doing. It's incredible. It's very encouraging for us, those of us who are fairly new to all this.
Sure.
Like, I'm just getting awoke to all this. And
Yeah,
it's been
it's
quite the
unbelievable.
experience.
It's an interesting experience.
Yeah, and I just want to say that no quarter and Lavender Moon. They're my friends, and I showed them first. And
Oh,
they're very good people. Very good people.
I saw Lavender Moon in here earlier. And what was the other one you said?
No order.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
beautiful people. They help me a lot.
I like nice, helpful people. My soul needs kind, helpful people.
Yeah. We all need more of that in the world, you know?
We sure do.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming up. I think I'm actually going to get off of here, you guys. I appreciate you, Stingray. Thank you for showing us the pictures. Do you have more? Or is that okay?
I have more we can probably go through. I've taken a lot of pictures. I have a file just of spirits that I think I'm seeing in these in different
Wow.
people's hangouts and stuff.
Have you ever tried fire scrying?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Just at any time, if you're sitting in front of a bonfire or an outdoor fire, even in the fireplace, ask some questions and then snap some pictures of the flame.
Oh, yeah, I used to do that before I even. It was like my ex and I used to have big bonfires, and I would see stuff in the flames too. But I just thought it was my imagination, right?
Right. And me too. But you know, the farther you get into it and the more things that you record, you know, it definitely opens your eyes to some things that are possible.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done a personal session asking for Thomas Edison because I know he was interested in this kind of work. And in my spirit box session, I asked him, "Where were you born?" And his answer was, "Milan is home." And just his voice, and I had to look it up because I didn't even know where he was. I'm like, Milan, is that like in Italy? And no, it was Ohio. And I would have never known that had he not told me in a spirit box session. And that happens over and over and over, just validation time and time again. Unfortunately, with Summer's case, we're not going to know yet what's valid and what's not valid until we know more information or there's some sort of conclusion.
And that's the thing. Like, people are claiming they know stuff and everything. And it's like, wait a minute. LE knows more than anybody about this. What's going to be known so far.
That's right. I mean, that's right, because if you look at the Suzanne Morphew case, we all thought we knew everything, and Barry was guilty, and we already know. But then who knew she was having an affair? Who knew that? Like, law enforcement knew that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so there's a lot we don't know, guys. Just keep praying for Summer and keep the hope, because I know they're working on it, especially with all this media attention and social media pressure. You know, Summer's not going to be forgotten, for sure.
Yeah, and the drama has got to stop. All the drama and the notoriety that people are wanting just for money and views and stuff. I think that's sickening. On an ongoing case, I think it's absolutely sickening.
Some people are absolutely horrible and mean and doxing people and
going real life and calling children.
Real life. Why would you call CPS on someone you don't even know? You've never been to their house. You've never met their kids. What is wrong with people?
I know.
I can't do it.
So disheartening. I love your channel, and I just want to say keep doing what you're doing, girl, because you're a beautiful person.
Oh, thank you.
I think you're doing wonderful work, and it's very encouraging for all of us.
Well, you're beautiful too. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much.
Okay, sweetie. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Guys, I'm going to have to get off here. I appreciate everybody being here and checking this out. I'm going to look more into this guy, this whatever his name is, Sparkling Boots or Dancing Fairy or whatever the heck his name is. And does Stingray have a channel? I don't know. I should have asked her that. Maybe she can put the answer in chat. But I appreciate you guys. Love and light to everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you to all the moderators. Thank you to my members. I'm working on fixing my join button. I don't know what the problem is. It works in half the videos. It doesn't work in the other half. I believe if you go to the About section on my page, that there is a link that'll let you join if you can't see it on the main page. We do have a Discord set up for the Earth Angels to come in and talk, although I'm not in there very often just because I'm so busy right now, but I will be more in the future. And I appreciate you guys. So I hope everybody has a good day. Please stay healthy, stay safe. Tell someone you love how much you love them today, because life is short, and we're all in this together. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to go, but I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.